Everybody's talking about my Alabama Crimson Tide, and it's not in a good way. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide and to let y'all know what everybody is saying about my Alabama Crimson Tide. And when I say everybody, I'm talking about people in the college football world who have valued opinions. In my opinion, I know my opinion ain't valued like theirs are, but let me give you my opinion first. My opinion is my Alabama Crimson Tide has been hacked. I'm telling you, it has been hacked, compromised by Kalen DeBoer and Kane Womack. They are hackers, and they hacked my Alabama Crimson Tide, trying to take them down and make them disappear from the college football elite. That's what they doing. Just like my channel was taken down, deleted, disappeared. That's what they trying to do to my Alabama Crimson Tide. They trying to hack them. I'm telling you, Nick Saban came to Tuscaloosa and built his own dynasty brick by brick. And these guys has taken it down in record time once again. Less than a year and a half. 17 years of hard work gone down the drain in less than a year and a half by only two people. Kane Womack and Kalen DeBoer. That's it. It has happened. That's my opinion. And it's a damn shame. And I was right before the game last night between North Carolina and TCU, in which North Carolina skull drug TCU in Bill Belichick's college football head coaching debut. He got skull drug, but that's neither here nor there. I was listening to Nick Saban. What did Nick Saban say? Basically nothing about Alabama. All he said was concerning Alabama, they can get better from week 1 to week 2. They can improve from week 1 to week 2. And that coaches, they are anxious to get their team on the field in week 1 because they don't know what they got until their team hit the field in week 1. Well, Kane Womack and fucking Kalen DeBoer ain't got nothing but a bunch of bullshit running out around on the field. That's what they got. But Nick Saban mentioned the 3 other teams that lost: Notre Dame, Clemson, and Texas. And what did he say about them? They really impressed him, and he think they can go on to have great seasons. Didn't mention the word great when he was talking about Alabama. Didn't mention the word impressed when they were talking about Alabama. No, not at all. That should tell you something. Nick Saban don't even believe in this team. And that's a shame. That is a shame. When Nick Saban retired, Alabama was a SEC champion, the defending SEC champions when Nick Saban retired. Now they can't even beat an unranked team. That's how fast shit has fallen and how far Alabama done fallen under these two guys. It's a shame. It is a shame. Yeah. But hey, shit like this happened. It won't be the last time it'll happen. But I sure hate it happened to my Alabama Crimson Tide. We on the receiving end of what we've been given for the past 16, 17 years to other college football fans and other college football programs. We on the receiving end now. Now it's our turn to receive. It don't feel so good. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And there's a whole lot of rabbits out there aiming straight at Alabama and they fans. And we just got to sit and take it. That's what we got to do. But as I said, a whole lot of people been talking whose opinions can go a long way, like Stephen A. Smith, Cam Newton, happy as hell. And he should be. He's an Auburn man. You got Stephen A. Smith. Man, Kalen DeBoer is soft. He done destroyed Alabama football, in which he doing a good damn job. Stephen A. Smith say they got to get rid of him. And it's sad because already head coaches and former head coaches It's being reported, is already linked to Alabama. I don't believe it, but it's just sad that it's even being talked about or written about right now. It's sad. Even Skip Bayless talking. Skip Bayless say, what did Skip Bayless say? Skip Bayless say Alabama is no longer Alabama. I mean, he having increasing doubts about the head coach, whose seat is the hottest seat in college football. And it should be right now. If they can't get this shit turned around, Kalen DeBoer should have the hottest seat in college football. And according to Skip Bayless, he already do. And when they're talking about turning around, I have no faith that it'll get turned around. You know why? Because we got the same issues that we had last season. O-line, effort, discipline problems. And what I saw on the field on Saturday, the effort then got worse. But hey, they doing a great job probably in their opinion. But everybody else think different. Come on, man. But anyway, you got Cole Kubelik, SEC Network analyst, recently touched on the very topic and shared what would make him fear for the Crimson Tide season. It's about striking your opponent and imposing your will, winning with force. And the reason that was so effective for Nick Saban is that there's nothing you can do about it. That felt like it was gone during the game on Saturday. And if it is, I fear for what this season might be for Alabama. We all fear for it. We all fear for it. But hell, and shit, striking your opponent and imposing your will, winning with force, that's no longer at Alabama. Not under Kalen DeBoer. We ain't got no physicality. Come on, man. Anyway, it says Kubelik hit the nail right on the head with his analysis. And it's very evident that the physical edge that the Tide had for all those years under Saban was absent on Saturday. Whether or not DeBoer can recapture that remains to be seen. But if he can't, then this could end up being one of the worst seasons in recent memory for Bama. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. It will be one of the worst seasons in recent memory for Alabama. It'll be one of the worst seasons in the past 18 years, probably. 17, 18 years. I know Nick Saban, how many games he lost in his first year? 6. He went 7-6. It'll be worse than that. It'll be worse than that. I'm telling y'all. If shit don't get turned around. And like I said, Alabama fans have been patient with this guy. How long is it going to take him to get shit turned around? Come on, man. Anyway, even Johnny Manziel talking. Johnny Manziel went on to say, this is Bama, the team that has been a dynasty. You've got a little fear. The fear aspect of what Alabama is completely gone. And nobody's scared of them boys. Not Vandy, not Kentucky, not nobody. Johnny Manziel's words. And that's a fact. The fear aspect of what Alabama is completely gone. And nobody's scared of them boys. Not Vandy, not Kentucky, not nobody. That's sad to say about Alabama. What's even sadder is when a guy say what he gonna do to Alabama and he come in and do it. And Alabama can't do nothing about it. Nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy. Then you got Joel Klatt. Joel Klatt picked Alabama to win the national championship. And he said, I don't know where we are with this team. He said, he was on the Pat McAfee show. And he said, I don't know where we at with this team. Everyone who is anyone has chimed in on the fiasco that was the Tide season opener loss against the Seminoles. Cam Newton was happy. to see that other school lose. Stephen A. Smith called it embarrassing, and people shouldn't say roll tide no more. Paul Feinbaum said people believed the boar as in the past tense, believed in the boar as in the past tense. Dan Orlovsky and Nick Saban would have kicked players off the team. Dan Orlovsky said Nick Saban would kick players off the team. And then, here we go. Josh Pate gave his words after saying all that. He said, it's more than whether DeBoer will survive and coach the Tide. He needs to be worried about the competitive nature of the team. There's a big difference between Arch Manning being inaccurate and your guys miss assignments. They drop balls. The fundamental competitive character is being called in question. He ain't lying. Things like running back stoning, linebackers and basic run fits can't shed blocks, turning down blocks, dropping balls across the middle because you expect to get hit. That's non-negotiable stuff. Stuff you took for granted under Nick Saban. There's no limit to how bad it can get if that stuff doesn't get corrected. That's all Josh Pate. That's all Josh Pate. And I agree with every damn word he said. Every word. Non-negotiable stuff. Dropping balls across the middle because you expect to get hit. Turning down blocks. Linebackers and basic run fix can't shed blocks. Running back stoning. Oh man, that's crazy. But that's what they saying about Alabama. And then you got Joel Klatt, who says, I'm dumbfounded and panicked by Alabama. Florida State beat them badly in the effort game. Where was the effort? Where was the pride? There was a program. This was a program that had the best players in the sport playing as if their life depended on it for 15 years. They would play like they were desperate for the next breath of air. They got manhandled by Florida State. Bama fans should be in panic mode. We are. I think if you're a real Alabama fan, you should be in panic mode, even after the first game. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Make it make sense. You even got a reporter from the Bama Hammer talking. He got problems with Kane Womack's defense, as all Alabama fans should be. This man said when Dejon Lee jogged onto the field during the Seminoles' first offensive game, it was utterly predictable what would happen moments later. When Squirrel White blew right by the true freshman for a 40-yard reception to set up Florida State's first score of the game. And I said, why you got a true freshman who ain't never took a snap of college football in the game on that play, 3rd and 11? You know they're going to go right at him. And then on top of that, this reporter say, and guess who was supposed to be helping Lee over the top? Dejon Lee. Who was supposed to be helping Lee over the top? Not one of the starting safeties, Bray Hubbard or Keon Saul. They weren't in the game. Guess who Kane Womack had in the game? Our reserve safety, Zay Mincy, who was a daggone, I think he a true sophomore or some shit like that. Zay Mincy. That's who he had in the game. Somebody who barely took snaps last year. And guess how many snaps he took in the whole game? Only 9. But that's who was in the game at that moment. A true freshman who ain't took a snap in college football, a true freshman corner in Dejon Lee. Never took a snap in college football. And then you had Zay Mincy, a true sophomore who barely took any snaps last season and only took 9 snaps in the game. That's who he had in the game, on the field, on that possession. On 3rd and 11. And it went for 40 yards. But that's Kane Womack. 23 defensive players took snaps. 23. Lord have mercy. 23. But hey, it is what it is. And guess what? Out of those 23 players, only 5 of them took 80% of the snaps. It seems like to me you just putting guys in there just to be putting them in there. If 23 players took snaps, but only 5 of them took 80% of the snaps, come on, man. Where your first team and where your second team at? Damn. But hey, it is what it is, man. That's what we got. As I said, my Alabama Crimson Tide has been hacked. They have been compromised. Freaking Kane Womack and fucking Kalen DeBoer, they some plants put in there to destroy my Alabama Crimson Tide. Doing a good damn job of it too. Good job of it. But I just wanted to let y'all know what everybody's saying about my Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's hard for me just to let it go after what I seen on Saturday. But I think this is going to be my last time talking about it. I think it's going to be my last time talking about it. Unless Kane Womack and Kalen DeBoer get up and say something stupid. They done made a habit of doing that. They'll probably get up in front of the media again, say some crazy shit like Kane Womack saying he gonna let the players fix the problem. What are you there for? You there to develop and mentor and the problem solve. I can tell you what the problem is your daggone defensive scheme. That's what the problem. Fix yourself. And the first way to do that, or the first step to do that, is get the hell out of Tuscaloosa. How about that? How about that? Kalen DeBoer, patience is running thin. I ain't going to get rid of you just yet. I ain't going to throw you to the wayside just yet. But patience is running thin. Because guess what? You got Georgia, you got Tennessee, you got Vandy again. And it's a shame that I got to put Vandy in there. But they got a running quarterback. We saw that last season. You got Oklahoma, you got Auburn. I mean, damn. So, it is what it is, but I'm done talking about it. And today, it's some more stupid shit. So, and I ain't looking forward to ULM. If we beat them, it ain't nothing to celebrate. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. But guess what? They're an unranked team. We can't seem to beat them. We can't seem to beat unranked teams. So, hey, there might be a cause to worry about ULM. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about my opinion and what everybody else had to say about my Alabama Crimson Tide, about their opinion or whatever. Who did I say? Cole Kulick, Johnny Manziel, Josh Pate, Joel Klatt, a reporter from Bama Hammer, Skip Bayless, all of them. And guess what? I'm in total agreement with all of them. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about what everybody had to say. But y'all be blessed. Remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and roll damn Tide.